right, that was, I don't know what to think about that. This right here looks... All right, here's another, which I believe is a vocalization. It sounds like some type of gibberish. So I'm hoping you can hear it. We'll go to 3.0 kilohertz down to 0, and hopefully you can hear it. I can hear it. It's very faint, but I got everything turned up. It was loud. So here we go. Well, hopefully you were able to capture that, but it sounds like some kind of yelling and talking at the same time, but cannot make anything out. It's interesting here. All right. Alright, here's some more sounds, guys. I don't know what to think about that one. Let's check this, which looks like... I see these are a little bit farther apart than what the crow or raven was, so... Alright, we know who that is. All these are going to be birds as well. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Okay, all this right here appears to be jet. This, let's check it out. I think probably a bird. Sounds like crow. Okay, this sounded like something hit some wood, so I'll let you listen to it, you be the judge, but it's, let's see. I think at the highest it was 77 dBs. Alright, here we go. I don't know what to think about that one. We are miles away from anybody, at least five miles. So you can hear the jets, understandably. You probably hear, you know, gunshot every now and then, but that was right by the microphone. That was extremely loud. There was no mistaking that. Not muffled in any way. Let's check this one. Alright guys, we're going to do the same audio. I got this sound right here. I don't know. Here we go. I'm going to play it over and over again. Yeah, no idea what the hell that is. If you guys know, I said, you know, leave it in the comments, say something, because I want to know what it is. Alright, here's a really good sounding barred owl. Alright, this sounds like somebody clanking two rocks together. It's kind of hard to completely make out, but it does sound that way. I don't know if it is or isn't. So this little section right here, I just played it. It sounds like maybe somebody humming or a song. I know that doesn't make any sense, but weird shit happens in the woods, I guess. I don't know. Listen to this. You hear it going doo, 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 doo. Okay, we'll keep going. I don't get that one. Alright, right here. Sounds like a wood knock. I'll go ahead and play it for you. Anyways, that sounds like a wood knock to me, but let's keep going. So this sounds like another wood knock to me, and it's very loud. Sounds powerful. Here we go. I don't know what that is on the end there. It'll be this little section here. Let's listen to that again. Let's see what that is. So let's bring kilohertz to about right there. Let's try that, see what it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a wood knock, because it sounds pretty powerful. To me it does anyways, but alright, let's find the next thing. So from here to here, I do believe there's two I can't definitely say they're Sasquatch, but I believe personally they are, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that. So I do believe there's two Sasquatch or / whatever are communicating right in this 20-second, 25-second span. And the first vocalization, which was back here, you can faintly hear something talking, and then it goes away in about another 20 seconds. Excuse me, probably about 10 seconds, you hear something else. So let's go ahead and play that whole entirety and see if you hear what I hear. Right here, right there, you heard vocalization. And there might be some right in the middle, but I can't pick it up. But we will hear it again. Right now. So I don't know. It sounds like there's two of them. Not this first section right here. Like I said, it's real faint, but you can hear it. Something trying to say something, or did say something. This one, about 5 seconds, 10 seconds or so, responded back. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Pretty exciting. All right, here's another vocalization. Here we go. I mean, that sends chills. Yeah. So I'm going to play it one more time. Alright, I'm going to see if I can clear that up a little bit more. Okay, so I stayed at 1.7 or 1.8 kilohertz, and I basically dropped the bottom off. So it's probably a 0.04 kilohertz or 3, but so it starts, say, at 4 and goes to 1.7 1.8. Let's listen to it again. So it should clear it up a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Well, that's about as clear as I'm going to get it, I think. So, how exciting. That's some weird stuff. Gives me goosebumps. So, let's move on. All right. So, I got some more vocalizations, I believe, right between here and here in this section, because it has that real light signature just like this one did, which vocalizations. This is crow or raven. So let's listen to that right now. Let's tell me what you think. I know I keep saying that, but I'm pretty excited. So all right, here we go. Okay, right at the beginning you could hear it. I'll stop it when I get to it. All right. I don't know what that was, but it's some type of vocalization. So let's hit this last part. Right there. It almost sounds like a grunt or something. So when you listen to the whole entirety of it, it sounds like there's some conversations going, for sure to me. But anyways, all right, on to the next. So one thing I am noticing is some of these crows or / ravens calls are, it seems like there's always, not always, but the percentage is going up now, going through all this audio, which I have a lot of audio, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to go through, but you know, we didn't go out this week squatching, so we're kind of hanging out. Wife's not feeling all that great, so we'll hit it next week, hopefully. But anyways, it gives me a good opportunity to go through some of this stuff. But, you know, every time we hear the crows, and sometimes they sound good, and then other times they sound like they are not quite normal crow or raven. You know, there's a distortion. We've heard whistling that is, first whistle was good, second whistle made it sound like a bird, second whistle is like somebody just went, you know, and just kind of ran out of breath or forgot to clench their lips, and it didn't come out as a whistle very well. And that's one thing I am noticing, even with some of these raven calls afterwards. It seems like these things are knocking rocks together, or they are tree knocking. But this right here sounds like a tree knock, or excuse me, two rocks being clanked together. There you go. All right, on to the next. So here's another vocalization. It's very faint. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up on the camera, but this is typically just, let's see, about 7 minutes after those other ones I displayed at the beginning of this section right here. This is page 2 out of 64. Here we go. That one's a hard one to tell. That one could go either way, but it sounds like there's something making a vocalization of some kind. You can make out a little bit of it, but all right, I'm a little bit puzzled on this one. It's a weird pattern to have out in the woods, so listen to this. I don't know if it's a progression of raindrops coming off a tree, but nonetheless, this is very odd. Let's listen to it. Could it be a woodpecker? Possibly, but it's such a distinct pattern, so I wouldn't think that'd be normal, but maybe it is. Alright, on to the next. And I got here what sounds to be it sounds like a wood knock to me. So, but I only hear one so far. Let's go ahead and play. I'm going to play that a couple times. Alright, on to the next. Alright, so I think I have another vocalization. It sounds like the same squatch from last time. You hear him yell out, just yell. I don't know exactly. I can't make out what they're saying or trying to say. Here you go. Just listen to it. I'm going to play it a little bit before. Here we go. Okay, again, this is a conversation. There's two different beings there. One saying something, and then the second one, which is the loudest response, just like it did on the last page, was, that's about 25 minutes ago. So, yeah, there's definitely a conversation going on between 2 or 3 individuals. Okay, I got another little spot right here. So, all this right here is a jet going over. This happens every time. So, you're going to hear the jet, but you will hear a vocalization of something. Right there, did you catch it? Let's do it again. And then a loud I don't know if it's a knock, what it is, but it was pretty loud. As you can see right here, here's another one. Look how loud this is. That is extremely loud. I don't know if that's a knock, what it is, but let's listen to this one. It looks like there's another one right here. Yeah, that was another one. Let's see what this is here. That could be something. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing on that one. But so this sounds like something, a loud knock right here, and then somewhere around in here is what sounded like there was some type of chatter or something. Alright. Alright. So all this whoop is jet noise. Planes going overhead. What I find interesting is some of these high peaked ones. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one over here, where you could see it slightly rise above. It peaks out right there. So I'm going to play this one first. There we go. Alright, not too sure on that one. Here's the next one. It sounds like some type of wood knock or something of that sort. And that was really close to my microphone. I mean, it sounds close anyway. Let's go to this next one. That was really loud. And then let's do this one right here. This sounds like a vocalization too, but I'll just listen to it. I'm not 100% positive either, but let's see. I hear something right at the beginning and then it goes away. Don't know what it is. Alright, on to the next page. Okay, we're on to page 9 of 64. So this one's a weird one that makes me feel uncomfortable. Now remember, I'm out in the woods. I'm probably 5 or 6 miles from anybody. This sounds like something laughing. And listen to it. This made me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's not very clear, so yeah, who knows, but nonetheless, I hope it's nobody out there laughing. That'd be pretty freaky. Anyways, let me find the next one. Alright, here's another vocalization, I think. Check this out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty weird. Let's check this one out. This sounds, it looks like it's going to be a wood knock or something of that sort. Pretty loud too. So it seems like anytime I get a pattern of jets flying overhead, you can see them. And it seems like I will be getting wood knocks. Not all the time, but almost like 80% of the time that you see this pattern here, which is jet flying over, and there'll be a big knock in between. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's more vocalization. Crazy. That's what it sounds like to me. So I got like hundreds of hours of audio, and it takes a long time to go through the audio. So I don't know how much I'm going to find. I'm probably going to find a whole bunch, but let's play it again. And it sounds like the same two individuals consistently in here on this audio recording. Which, like, every stretch, this whole deal's about, looks like it's about 7 minutes. So 7 minutes per page, 64 pages. So they're pretty consecutive through, and it seems to be the same one for sure individual or whatever it is, and the other one male or female, I'm not sure, but they seem to chatter back and forth. All right, let me find some more. Well, this is just a small portion of the audio files that I have. I am not a audio analysis expert. I'm just telling you what I hear. And I know it's probably going to be hard for you to hear at home when you're listening to this, because it never transfers over very well. But I hope you caught some of it. Hopefully there's somebody out there that knows this kaleidoscope program better than I do. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe get some more input, positive input anyways, on how I can clear this up a little bit better than what I have. But I've done my best. But believe me, I have plenty of audio files to practice on. So anyways, thank you very much. Thanks for watching.